If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Well, there's only one answer to tyranny. There's only one answer to a totalitarian, authoritarian regime oppressing people, oppressing freedom, oppressing rights to free speech, oppressing rights to protect yourself. There is only one answer to that form of tyranny, and that answer is America. And that's why we fight for America. That's why we stand for America. That's why we believe in America. And that's why we come up here every day with millions of other Americans, stand up, fight for our rights, expose the anti-Americans in government and media who want to trample on those rights and lie to you about what America actually is and what it means to planet Earth. Welcome into the War Room. I'm your host, Owen Schroyer. Some news to cover, not a heavy news desk as you might usually see here on my desk, but I do have some news, plenty of video clips to get to. We'll probably get to your calls maybe at some point. We do have Austin Fletcher of Fleckus Talks joining me in the first hour to talk about his video that was featured on the Drudge Report, where he goes and talks to the anti-gun marchers, and it's just unbelievable. Honestly, the stuff that you can get these people to admit. So we'll talk to him about that. Roger Stone in the second hour, and then Jerry Corsi joins me at the top of the third hour to talk about his latest breaking news and the latest with him being censored on social media as well. But in front of me, I've got the documents. This is this crazy thing we do here at InfoWars. We actually get the documents, read the documents, and then show you the documents. And then I go out in the streets and I ask an individual, I say, sir, do you believe in the official FBI narrative of the Las Vegas shooting with the lone gunman, Stephen Paddock? And he says, absolutely, I do. And I say, well, but what about the fact the FBI lied to us about the JFK assassination, and then a dozen people laugh in my face while I'm out in Austin, Texas at the March for Our Lives anti-gun march? They laugh in my face because I'm educated and I've read declassified government documents. Of course, I didn't even need President Trump to release those documents, which they still haven't read, still don't know exist. I already knew that. You could already go to the FBI archives and read J. Edgar Hoover's papers. You could already go read declassified documents that talked about multiple shooters. But then Trump releases the trove and it comes out undebatable, multiple shooters, media covered it up, FBI covered it up, CIA covered it up. Oh, and just for a little feather in our hat, it also has Operation Mockingbird in there with the FBI and the CIA putting assets in media companies to promote their false narrative. But I'm crazy. Oh, look at that nut that questions the FBI, even though they've been caught lying to us before about major events and covering them up. But regardless, we still go get the documents for you. So this is available at congress.gov. This is Bill H.R. 5087, Assault Weapons Ban of 2018. And you can read it for yourself and see what's in there. It's just, again, you know, they're coming for the guns, seizure, the word seizure, you'll find that in there. You know, they talk about programs where promote, you know, you turn your gun into the loving government. Maybe they'll give you some money. You know, it's loving. It's loving. Turn over your freedom. Turn over your protection. We'll give you some money. Yes, yes. And so there it is. They say they don't want to ban the guns, but then they have the assault weapons ban of 2018 bill that has dozens of guns mentioned in there. I mean, again, you can read it for yourself. And then you go and you look at all of the sponsors of this bill. There isn't a Republican on the list. It is all Democrats, from David Cicilline, Alma Adams, Pete Aguilar, all the way down the list to Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Maxine Waters, Bonnie Watson. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Democrats. Oh, we don't want to come for your guns. And then they all sign the bill, Assault Weapons Ban of 2018, which is 67 pages long. Most of it is just guns. I mean, and I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and act like I even understood this legislation. This is the most legalized BS bullcrap law talk. It doesn't even make sense. You can't even make sense of it. That's how they want it. They want it to be ambiguous. The more ambiguous they leave it, the more open they are to say whichever thing about whichever gun or addition to a gun or scope or trigger or whatever it is. Oh no, you got to ban that. That increases the rate of fire. That's why they don't come out. And Democrats, see, they're smart. These are scumbags. These are real snake in the grass type of people. Very calculated, very cold. Don't understand society as far as what the average person is thinking, but they really know how to sneak a gun legislation bill past you and then claim, oh, we just want to ban the bump stocks, which Trump spoke again today in Ohio and said, yeah, we're going to ban the bump stocks. Nobody seems to care. Well, maybe nobody cares about the bump stocks, but if they come for the bump stocks, they'll come for the new triggers. They'll come for the scopes. They'll come for the handles. They'll come for all of it. And so that's why we can't go give on bump stocks. But again, they all sign this bill. They say they don't want to ban guns, and then they sign the bill, and then you have Eric Holder say we need to brainwash people. Dianne Feinstein says if I had the votes, I'd take all the guns. They tried to do this in 2017, and they try to use any different angle they can. They use school shootings, they use school students, they politicize it, and they don't go with the common sense that is, if a nutbag gunman comes to the school and wants to shoot it up, what is the best means possible to stop that from happening? And that is, of course, having someone on the scene with a gun to stop the man or the woman or whatever the case is. But that's what they do. And so they say, well, we're just going to ban things that increase the rate of fire, or we're just going to ban high-capacity magazines. Oh, and then a high-capacity magazine becomes anything that has 12 rounds in it. And anything that increases the rate of fire becomes a new trigger or a new handle or a scope. Yes. Yes, because you see, you, the American citizen, are a threat. And so you're not allowed to have a right. You can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted with an AR-15 with a scope and a new trigger and a nice handle and everything and a grip and everything. No. You can't be trusted. Didn't you see what happened in Florida? Didn't you hear what Camera Hog said at the March for Our Lives? How dare you think you can be trusted? Oh my gosh, you're a member at the NRA? You're even more untrustworthy, even though the NRA has nothing to do with mass shootings. In fact, an NRA instructor helped stop one. No, you need to listen to Camera Hog, and guns are the problem, and you can't be trusted. You're a bad American. You're a terrorist NRA member. We can't trust you. Even though you have nothing to do with this, even though there's no logic to that, you can't be trusted. You have to turn them in. As Dianne Feinstein said, Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in because you can't be trusted. You're just a ant. You're just a peon. You get to have a gun? No. Let me explain something. Guns in this country are for the Michael Moores and the Maxine Waters and the Chuck Schumers. Okay? They get the guns. Dianne Feinstein, she gets the guns. She gets the armed security. She is important. You are just a lowly scumbag American citizen, a slave. You don't get a gun. That's what Camera Hog told me, so I want to listen to him. Because the media tells me to listen to Camera Hog, and, it's just so obvious, folks. But hey, this is only increasing NRA membership. NRA membership has like tripled in the year 2018. More people are buying guns now. And we'll have more of this on the other side. Office of the Inspector General releases this today. They are about to review the FBI and the DOJ with their spying on the Trump campaign.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
InfoWars Life Brain Force Plus is our #1 selling product by leaps and bounds, and for a good reason. Going back about 5 years ago, we did research on what top selling nootropics were, what were most popular, what were best, what people liked, and we made it even stronger. Then we cut the price because leading competitors have 5 to 7 times markup. We only have 150%, and then it helps fund our operation. Well, now it's 50% off. That means we've got a 25% markup, and we've got it paired with the real red pill that takes about 7 days to kick in. Brain Force takes about 30 minutes. But the two go together. It's the mind and body challenge. They're both 50% off individually, or together they're 50% off and free shipping with the combo at InfoWarsLife.com. But it's got to end in a couple days because both of these bestsellers are about to sell out. InfoWarsLife.com to get your Brain Force Plus and Real Red Pill today.